O'Neal against Lowry. Fires from the line. No good from Valanciunas.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
O'Neal misses.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
The pass to Harris. A three. Can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way. Lynn gets to O'Neal. Another miss by O'Neal.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Valanciunas passes to Goodwin. 1:30 left here in the opening quarter. 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Patterson, that's good. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Here is the list of players you do not want to send to the charity stripe. The regular season free throws. 5th on the list, Freak.
Sometimes it's overlooked the importance of knocking down free throws, and guys like him that can knock down a high percentage of their free throws, they're invaluable. Whether they get to the line a lot or not, the fact is when they knock them down at a high percentage, they're helping their team.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mahinmi's checked in for Lopez. Allen comes in for Porzingis. And Deron Williams is subbed in for Jeremy Lin.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And here is O'Neal. Fires the three. Another miss by O'Neal.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Taken away by Anthony. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Here's Lowry. Following the score by New York. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the pick. Nicholson kicks to Joseph. Stolen by O'Neal. For the finish. Finishes the freak with a slam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Lowry drives in. And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says, well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
O'Neal in a 2-guard. Cole Aldrich is out there with Mahinmi. That's Tony Allen, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. They're the group New York will start the second with. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put together a nice one. He picked up 18 points, and he was a free throw machine. A ton of his work done at the charity stripe. It was just a solid outing for him, and one that every coach likes to see.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GM?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Cross on the wing. O'Neal against Lowry. Floats one up. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. But spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He went over the offensive plan, and that hinges on running through Valanciunas. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Screen by O'Neal. Then the pass to Porzingis. Here's O'Neal. Gets the three-pointer to fall. O'Neal's got 10 points in the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Harris. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. There's the pick. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Porzingis. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that.
Raptors trail by 6. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's Harris off the drive. Count that one. Harris has got 6 points.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Lopez is checked in for Aldridge. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for O'Neal. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Knicks out front. They're up by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, I know that Coach has stressed communication on the basketball court. How has that impacted tonight's performance?
It's working right now. We got to respond to some things out there in the game, a couple minor mistakes, but we'll be all right.
And we're back to the action here in this round one matchup.
And what a tremendous game for O'Neal. He has 12 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Archie Goodwin out there with Lowry, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Patterson dishes to Lowry. Valanciunas with a screen on Lynn. Shot clock at 5. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Goodwin, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Lynn with it. The feed to O'Neal. No good from outside. Raptors trail by 3. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. And it's Lowry penetrating. The Knicks pull it in.
Been a cold spell for the coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Here's O'Neal, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Gets on Jonas Valanciunas.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And so he hits both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Now, here's Goodwin. Defense right on him. Pass to Lowry. Dishes it to Valanciunas. And it's Harris off the drive. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Knicks leading by 4. Wide open look. Another miss by O'Neal.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Outside Lowry. He kicks it to Patterson. There's the dish to Goodwin. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Raptors trail by 4. Lowry kicks to Goodwin. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Shot's good.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
A lot of offense came from this group during the regular season. Look here at the highest scoring shooting guards. 4th, Freak.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Doris Burke has some information for us, Doris.
During that break, Dwayne, Casey had some words for his team. He went over the offensive plan, and that hinges on running through Valanciunas. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
Thanks again, Doris.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
There's a screen. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Goodwin. 11 points in the game. Patterson setting the pick for Harris. To the paint for the tie. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for Toronto.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. O'Neal against Lowry. Pass to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Lynn dishes to O'Neal. The 3-ball. No good. Good work defensively by Lowry.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
For the lead, kicks it to Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. That's 10 points now for Valanciunas. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Lowry against Lane. The rebound by Patterson.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Here's Harris. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Unloads from 13. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And stolen by Harris. .115 left in the third. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
A different look for New York. Mahinmi's checked in for Aldridge. Allen comes in for Porzingis. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Biyombo, he's checked in for Toronto. Corey Joseph comes in for Archie Goodwin. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first one falls. Here's Lynn.
Let's go,
O'Neal. He's in at shooting guard. Mahinmi is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Afflalo in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. On the wing of Afflalo. Pulls it from 20. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lin's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Raptors trail by 8. Valanciunas with a screen on Lin. Valanciunas passes to Biyombo. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He's got 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Then for the Raptors, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Biyombo, and it's Archie Goodwin in for Corey Joseph. Here's Afflalo, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lowry against Lane. Pass to Patterson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Raptors trail by 5. Outside Lowry. Harris outside. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Outside, Lin. Lin gets a screen from O'Neal. Lin kicks to O'Neal. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Archie Goodwin picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Outside Lowry. Clock at 6. Follow against Harris. Harris missing again.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over it.
O'Neal hands it from downtown. O'Neal's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
The drive by Lowry. Lopez with the block. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Valanciunas, good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Anthony's checked in for New York. The Knicks leading by 6. Now Lynn. He feeds it to O'Neal. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 5 assists.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
That free throw good from Patterson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Goodwin kicks to Lowry. Inside. Goodwin dishes to Valanciunas. A second chance effort, and it's sent back by Lopez. Anthony against Harris. O'Neal inside. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Raptors trail by 8. Lowry kicks to Goodwin. Expanding his range. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. Here is Lynn. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke as across the way on the sideline.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lowry with the ball, and it's Lynn picking him up. Patterson can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Got that one up quick. And now a 9-point Knicks lead.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
A minute 20 left to play in the final quarter. Out left to the wing. Goodwin passes to Lowry. From 11 feet away, it's rebounded by New York. Now here's Lamb. He dishes it to O'Neal. Uses both hands to slam it down.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for the Knicks.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for lights out. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Lowry kicks to Harris. Fires the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
It's stolen by Valanciunas.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Here's O'Neal. Connects from three-point range.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another. And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now. History Time for Game 2 of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, they took care of business in Game 1, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. And after winning Game 1, they've got another chance tonight on their home floor to maintain that home court advantage. Kenny, what does their mentality have to be tonight?
Well, they can't get overconfident. They can't have that feeling that I have right now. I just feel that I know what's going to happen. I'm a little overconfident.
You're overconfident? Yeah. Overconfident about what?
Because they're higher speed. They've got to protect their home court advantage. So I kind of know what's going to happen.
Oh, say let's start.
Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got Toronto facing the New York Knicks. Taking a look at New York, a successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first 2 games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with the win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose 2 in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Harris in at the 3. Here's Joseph. Drops in the breakaway layup. And here is Lynn.
Move the ball.
The feed now to O'Neal. No good with the triple. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. They're coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
You're just looking at the stat sheet. They gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Patterson a screen on O'Neal. Lowry passes to Harris. The shot is off, so New York will take it the other way. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Dwayne Casey. I asked him how his team's mindset was after that opening loss. He told me, we're not down. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first 2 on the road. So we're still in a position to accomplish what we set out for. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Lowry got a piece of it, and he gets it back. 4 on the clock. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Anthony. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Lowry against Lang. Lowry dishes to Patterson. Patterson, the screen. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by New York.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
They now take the lead. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. On the way, Harris. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
O'Neal. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Harris with it. Now Anthony defending. Harris passes to Joseph. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. So New York going with almost an entire new group now. Mahinmi's checked in for Lopez. Aldridge comes in for Porzingis. Tony Allen's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Deron Williams is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Then for the Raptors, Biyombo comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Tobias Harris. Now here's Allen. And stolen by Biyombo. Joseph with the ball. O'Neal's there. Joseph, that's good.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Williams with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Shoots from 12. New York, no good that time either. Joseph dishes to Lowry. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Allen against Ross. Williams passes to O'Neal. Here's the three. No luck. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The three. Another miss by O'Neal.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
54 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Lowry kicks to Ross. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Nicholson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas.
Andrew Nicholson.
Williams with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. New York, no good that time either. Raptors with the lead. They set the pick. And it's Lowry penetrating. Ross with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Williams. The offensive rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Here's O'Neal.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. Clark, he was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
I would certainly hope not. I mean, you get that kind of opportunity with little resistance from the defense, you got to take it.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Raptors lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. Patterson, Clark, exactly the guy he said. New York, Cole Aldridge. He's checked in for Mahinmi. Allen comes in for Porzingis. And O'Neal subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And then for Toronto, Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Hickson. Patterson comes in for Nicholson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. O'Neal in at point guard. Aflalo is out there with Anthony. Then there's Allen. And it's Aldridge in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Doris Burke has some for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He finished with 33 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was just a fantastic outing for him, and really there wasn't any way to prevent him from taking over the game. Fun to watch, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Some nice passing by New York here. Dishes it to Aldridge. On the wing of Aflalo. 5 to shoot. Anthony, the pass to O'Neal. It's blocked. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Afflalo. Valanciunas dishes to Ross. Feeds it to Joseph. Patterson, the screen. Now here's Joseph. Tight defense on him. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Knicks with the lead. 1:21 left to play here in the half. A shot's good from Aldridge.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Williams is checked in for Aaron Afflalo. And Toronto also making a switch. Biyombo's checked in. In the corner, it's Harris. No one near him. Drained for 2 points. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Kicks it to O'Neal. It's Allen on the wing. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas. That ties the game. 8 points for him.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
O'Neal passes to Carmelo. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Joseph dishes to Harris. From 11 feet away, and another basket for Toronto.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
It's a tie game in New...
Kevin, thank you.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup.
Some good play tonight for O'Neal. He has 9 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Raptors trail by 3. Now Lowry. And Patterson kicks to Lowry. Here's Joseph. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Joseph's got 8 points.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Lynn gets a screen from O'Neal. The dish to Anthony. Rejected by Harris.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there. Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Raptors trail by 3. Outside Lowry. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Joseph with the ball. O'Neal's there. Shot by Joseph. No good. O'Neal with it. Picked up by Joseph. O'Neal passes to Lopez. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Harris against O'Neal. Harris dishes to Lowry. He kicks to Valanciunas. Rebound by Anthony. Anthony's got his third rebound on the night. Takes the 13-footer. Nice shot by Lin. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
A lot of offense came from this group during the regular season. Look here at the league's highest scoring shooting guards. Fourth, Freak.
And this is the cream of the crop at the two-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
And that's exactly what they do, overwhelm you. This is an aggressive attacking group. Each one of these guys is a one-man wrecking crew offensively. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
The basket good off the assist from Lin. Lin's got 3 assists tonight.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Dixon a screen on Lin. Lowry inside the line. Knicks with the rebound.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Joseph kicks to Hickson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he makes the first. A different look for New York. Allen comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Williams in for Jeremy Lin. Biyombo is checked in for Toronto. Terrence Ross comes in for Tobias Harris. The Knicks leading by 3. Stolen by Joseph. O'Neal against Lowry. Floats one. Now, here is O'Neal. He's got 16. For New York, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one drops. O'Neal hits them both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Lowry with the ball. Williams picks him up. Lowry against Williams. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Raptors trail by 5. Williams with the block. Allen outside. Williams inside. Lowry covering. Lowry with the block. Tries again. Hits it despite the hand. Great, strong finish. And he'll go to the line for one more. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. New York shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.127 left in the third quarter. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Williams with the block. Hickson, but he recovers it. And Joseph kicks to Ross. Good on the three-point shot. Ross has got 8.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Move the ball.
Williams passes to O'Neal.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
And the Knicks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. O'Neal hits them both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. And Toronto making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Williams against Lowry. To the inside. Shot by Joseph. No good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Williams dishes to Allen. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And it's Lowry penetrating, and it's sent back by Lopez. Here's O'Neal. That misses, would have counted had it gone in. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Knicks out front, up by 9. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Let's go Knicks!
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. O'Neal in at shooting guard. Anthony is out there with a follow. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Valanciunas has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Toronto. Lin against Lowry. Pass to O'Neal. Afralo dishes to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Back to Afralo. Lets it go with the 3. Some solid defense from Harris. Raptors trail by 7. To the inside. Here's Lowry. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
O'Neal with it. Now Valanciunas defending. From deep three-point range, Toronto grabs the miss. Nicholson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
The Knicks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Lin the pass to Porzingis. The basket good off the assist from Lin. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here's Joseph, guarded by O'Neal. There's the pick. Lowry drives in. Lopez with the block. And now the Knicks on the break. Launches a 3, and he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from O'Neal. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The Knicks leading by 6. O'Neal is screen on Lowry. Down low, knocked loose. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Valanciunas sets a screen for Joseph. Shot clock at 6. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Stripped away. Here we go, all alone. Plays it in off the breakaway. Porzingis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we put ourselves in the corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
Patterson, he's checked in for Nicholson. Lynn against Lowry. O'Neal is screen on Lowry. Screen by O'Neal. Goes up off the pick. Tries yet again. And stolen by Patterson. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Screen by Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Under in the lane. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He has 18 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that. You've got to get yourself there first.
He hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he had in the first half.
Valanciunas hits them both.
Those free throws edge them a little closer. A couple of stops on defense, and they might not be down for long.
Lynn dishes to O'Neal. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Shot from the inbound. Shot by Joseph. No good. The Knicks leading by 8. And here is O'Neal. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. New York moving it around. Harris against O'Neal. Here's Lopez. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Outside Lowry. 1:09 left here in the 4th quarter. The shot is off. Some solid defense there from Lynn. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are fouling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for New York.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transitions.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Lights Out. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Lowry. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway. but he sure can make it count.
O'Neal, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Patterson, that's good.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Lowry with the ball. Unloads. Bucket's good.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in the series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation. Freak. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo. And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is
tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Toronto Raptors in their house, Air Canada Center. Checking out Toronto, they were unable to take Game 2 on the road, but the series continues. They look to get back in the win column again tonight. Well, after losing the first two games on the road, the alarm bells starting to sound. Would you agree, Kenny, that this is a crucial game for them if they're going to battle back in the series?
Yeah, some guys play much better at home than they do on the road. So they need some home cooking tonight, and this crowd has got to give them a big burst of adrenaline.
You know, if you listen to everybody else, especially the so-called experts, they think it's over. But they're not out of it yet, Ernie. Yes, they're up against the ropes, but it's only one.
All right, bring it in. Everybody's head has got to be in the game tonight. It starts with crisp passes, solid screens, setting up clean looks. And we're in their house tonight. It's going to be loud. Come out strong, push the tempo, and let's go.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the Tide can turn this one. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's New York and the Toronto Raptors. Taking a look at Toronto. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into this series.
And an opportunity here to change the momentum of this series. The odds are stacked against them after losing those first two on the road. But now in their building, their fans, it's their chance to get back into it.
Simply do or die time. I mean, they can't be discouraged by the two losses. There's still plenty of time left in this series. The most important game is the current game. The crowd isn't discouraged, and we can feel that. Just listen to them. They're going at it in here.
And now the New York Knicks starters. O'Neal, he's in a shooting game. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Lin in at the 1 spot.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Lowry, and it's sent back by Lopez. And they're moving it up. On up the court, and that one's good. Anthony's got 5 now.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Screen by Valanciunas. Don Patterson kicks to Harris. And he connects on the jumper. The screen's at the trip. Harris has got his first basket of the night.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Yes, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Now Goodwin. Patterson a screen on O'Neal. Lowry has the open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Lowry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Good on the shot.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Goodwin. He kicks it to Valanciunas. To the inside, Lowry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Lowry's got 5 points so far. The Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Lopez sets a screen for Lin. Inside, and the dunk by Lopez.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Goodwin with the steal. Now running, there comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
That's how you make an impact with defense. And once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
O'Neal against Lowry. Lin kicks to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots off the step back. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Biyombo is checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for Goodwin. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mahinmi's checked in for Lopez. Lowry against Land. Lowry passes to Joseph. Tries from 16. And again, Toronto no luck.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now Harris after the missed three by Carmelo. Outside Lowry. Fade away. Rebound by Mahinmi. Knicks trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Nicholson comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Ross in for Harris. And then for New York, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Porzingis. Allen comes in for Anthony, and it's Williams in for Jeremy Lin.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc. 3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
This is it to O'Neal. It's Allen with the drive. The dish now to Mahinmi. Biyombo with the block. Toronto leading by 4. Lowry kicks to Joseph. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Joseph's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Williams against Lowry. Williams kicks to Mahinmi. Here's Aldrich. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's Lowry, and Allen with the block. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot, instead a shooting foul, and we'll see free throws coming up right here. The Raptors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Good on the second free throw. Knicks trail by 6. Screen by O'Neal. Williams kicks to O'Neal. Kept alive by New York. There's the 3. Shot is off. Pushing it up. Here's Lowry. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And guys, big games like this
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Raptors leading by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help. Here for the Raptors. Patterson, he's checked in for Biyombo. Tobias Harris comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Joseph. And New York, looking at who they've got. O'Neal in at 2 guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Lin in at point guard. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good one. He's perfect from the line this time. Knicks trail by 9. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors was simply terrific. He dropped a cool 33 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Nicholson with the bucket. Nicholson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
He got right to the cup using that screen. Porzingis has got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Harris dishes to Nicholson. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. Good D by Lopez. Lopez, a screen on Lowry. Here's O'Neal. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 6th assist on the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
O'Neal a screen on Harris. Off the pick. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Raptors leading by 6. Pass to Goodwin. Wide open. O'Neal with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Puts up a 3. It's deflected.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Here's Harris in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Lowry passes to Patterson. Can't get it to fall. Patterson against O'Neal. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from O'Neal. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Comes up empty down low.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Raptors lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just have to wait for the right shot, really. You want to get even with them, but too often we're trying to do it all in one trip. Stay patient, keep waiting for that can't-miss shot.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime. Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup.
It's been a good night for Kyle Lowry. 15 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Archie Goodwin out there with Lowry, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And Patterson kicks to Goodwin. No good off the back of the rim. Knicks trail by 4. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For New York, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. That's good from O'Neal. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Lowry dishes to Patterson. He feeds it to Valanciunas. There's the screen. kicks to Lowry. Off the pick, and the jumper is good. Lowry's got 17 now.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Here's Lopez. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Here's Lowry. Knicks with the rebound. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
And guys, that was their night. I mean, it seemed like everything they shot went in.
It happens that way sometimes, guys. It was just one of those games where the hot shooting of a couple of players became contagious, and nobody was stoppable.
Here's Goodwin, and he banks in the layup. Goodwin's got his second bucket of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
The shot's good from Lopez.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Goodwin passes to Harris. He dishes it to Valanciunas. To the middle. Here's Patterson, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
So for the Knicks, Aldridge comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's a Flalo in for Carmelo Anthony.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Lynn against Lowry. Lynn kicks to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Patterson.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Outside Lowry. And there's the feed to Patterson. Harris outside. Here's Goodwin, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Goodwin's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Knicks trail by 4. O'Neal is screen on Lowry. Lynn kicks to O'Neal. Another miss by O'Neal.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Lowry with the ball, now guarded by Afflalo. Lowry against the Flalo. Here's Valanciunas. Can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
No one covering. 14 points for Freak.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your dance time.
Now let's go to the 2K scoreboard. During the regular season, these points were the best rebounders at that position. Number 5, Kyle Lowry.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do.
And Greg, I think it gives them an edge over most of their counterparts at the point guard spot. I mean, desire, attitude, and they really look to mix it up. They're not afraid to do anything to help their team's cause.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Cole Aldridge. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, guys.
He always has such a firm grasp of exactly what the game plan is. He's always talking, making sure that all 5 guys are on the same page.
The Raptors making a switch here. Nicholson's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for New York. Feeds to Aldridge. Mahinmi dishes to O'Neal. For the tie, he gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
And the call will be against Deron Williams. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
There's 1:40 left in the third. To the paint, here's Joseph. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Stolen by Joseph. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Heath clangs that one off the back line, and down it falls. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim. As they challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
There's the pass to Nicholson. Back to Lowry. Down low. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Allen outside. Out left to the wing. O'Neal passes to Mahinmi. Back to O'Neal. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. The first free throw is good. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Andrew Nicholson. And a switcher also for New York. Anthony's checked in.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Lowry against Williams. Outside Lowry. Dishes it to Joseph. Lobs it up. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And at the close of the third quarter, still at... And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. O'Neal, he's in at the point. Mahinmi is out there with Anthony. Then there's a follow, and it's Allen in at the small forward. Now, here's Joseph. Tight defense on him. And here's Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Allen. And a fast break now for New York. Allen leading the charge. His shot by Mahinmi, no good.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Here's Harris. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Harris has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Raptors. Here's O'Neal. And the shot is good.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Now, here's Joseph. Guarded by O'Neal. 13 feet away. And another basket for Toronto.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the... And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. They set the screen. The drive by Lowry. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Patterson, he's checked in for Biyombo. Harris comes in for Ross. And it's Archie Goodwin in for Corey Joseph. Lowry with the ball, and it's Lynn picking him up. Puts up the baby hook, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Raptors lead by 8. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Lopez, a screen on Lowry. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Lynn. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Goodwin. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. 1:37 left in the game. Here's O'Neal. Another miss by O'Neal. Raptors leading by 8. Valanciunas inside. Lopez covering.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
The Raptors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Lopez with the steal.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the 3 ball is good.
And with that basket, you have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Lopez with the steal.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Here's O'Neal. Another miss by O'Neal. Lynn against Lowry. He kicks to Valanciunas. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously.
Kyle, how...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Kyle Lowry. Just a monster first quarter. And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sport.
season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to NBA playoff basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Kenny the Jet Smith, got Shaquille O'Neal. Time to get ready for this crucial Game 4 of the opening round. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, Game 3, a win on their home court. They'll look to do it again tonight, and no question, these home fans are fired up. Trailing 2-1 in this series, really a huge Game 4 on their home court. If they can't even the series tonight, their hopes of emerging from this series diminish significantly, do they not, Shaq?
They do, Ernie. Pay attention. I'm about to give you a Shaqism. You know what a Shaqism is?
I think I'm about to get one.
A Shaqism is I'm going to say something, and it may sound crazy, like it's not making sense, but you have to go back and analyze what I'm about to say. It's not technically a must-win, but it is a must-win in a practical sense. Anyway, Ernie, winning 3 in a row and 2 on the road is too much to ask of any team, much less the lower seed. Go back and just think about what I just said, Ernie.
Well, if they have the home court team behind them right now, it's going to be easy to understand that Shaqism because they'll have 17,000 people analyzing that statement.
Hashtag, I didn't understand anything either of you said. Here's Kevin.
Breathtaking view here of the Toronto waterfront, beaming over the inner harbor. We've got an electric crowd here at Toronto's Air Canada Centre. It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You take a look at the Raptors. Scratching out a home win tonight will be absolutely critical for them, trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and the goal is to win tonight. Make it a best-of-3 series. They already know they're going to have to get one on the road, which is going to be tough enough. But if they can get this one, then they've got a shot.
Yeah, they really do, and the task at hand is where their focus has to be. They can't be thinking about down the road, on the road. They've got to take care of business right here. Because anything less than 100% focus and intensity, and they'll be done.
And now the New York Knicks starters. O'Neal in at 2-guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Lynn in at the 1. Harris passes to Lowry. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Back to Harris. All alone. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Toronto on defense. It came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
And I believe what that game came down to was their ability to really knock down those triples.
Yeah, I thought the work they did on the perimeter was excellent. It was just too much for that defense, or really any defense for that matter, to handle.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
I want everyone here get in the center and stand up and cheer on your dance back. Give your dance back some love, baby.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. O'Neal is screen on Lowry. It's stolen by Lowry. Fast break Toronto. Lowry's got the ball. Puts it up from 12. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Lynn. O'Neal kicks to Lopez. Here's Porzingis. Patterson defending. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. And the shot is good.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Lynn dishes to O'Neal. Misses off the left iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Joseph, the pass to Harris. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Lowry kicks to Joseph. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
As for the mood of the team coming into this crucial game, he said they're loose, but not so loose that they don't know how important this game is to us. He predicted this would be a statement game for them. Let's see what kind of statement they deliver, gentlemen.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Here's O'Neal. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. That's now 8 points for Freak.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Lowry against Land. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Nice move. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. Some changes for Toronto. Biombo, he's checked in for Patterson. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Harris. Then for the Knicks, Mahinmi's checked in for Lopez. Allen comes in for Porzingis. And it's Williams in for Jeremy Lin. Now here's Williams. Anthony on the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Raptors leading by 3. Right side Lowry. Here's Biombo. And it's sent back by O'Neal. The 15-footer. Anthony's shot is off. In Toronto, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Knicks trail by 5. And here is Williams. No good off the front iron.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Guarded by Valanciunas. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Raptors making a switch here. Nicholson's checked in.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Taken away by Anthony. And now Williams running the floor all by himself. He dishes it to O'Neal. Mahinmi kicks to Williams. Off target with his three. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Lowry. Again, Toronto.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
O'Neal is screen on Lowry. Williams kicks to O'Neal. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Freak.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Outside Lowry. Stolen by Allen. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No short. And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same. The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
On the court for the Knicks, O'Neal in at point guard. Tony Allen is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Cole Aldrich, and it's Afflalo in at the two-guard spot. Really left alone that time. And it's 6 points for Tobias Harris.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
O'Neal kicks to Aldrich. Allen against Harris. Deflects the pass. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He finished 21 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. You really couldn't point to too many things he did wrong in what was a complete performance from him, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Nicholson. And New York with a change here, too. Lynn's checked in. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Lowry. And it's Lynn with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Porzingis can't hit. Raptors leading by 6. Lowry with the ball, and it's Lynn picking him up. Ross with a wide-open look. Gets a very good look and converts. Ross has got 6 points.
That's a very good high-percentage look right there.
Lynn against Lowry. They set the screen. Lynn kicks to O'Neal. From 12 feet out, sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got his first 2 points. The Raptors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Lowry passes to Hickson. Feeds to Ross. And the layup is good. Ross has got 6 here in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Lynn dishes to O'Neal. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. And that's 15 points for Freak.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Lowry kicks to Biyombo. Ross for three. The shot no good. So New York will take it the other way. Here's O'Neal. Ross grabs the board.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Lowry drives in. Harris outside. Beyond the arc. And that one's good. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
There's a good screen. Lynn kicks to Aldridge. Use that pick to get in close. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
That drops.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
While we can, let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see the NBA's best shooters from the foul line. 5th on the list, Freak.
Sometimes it's overlooked the importance of knocking down free throws, and guys like him that can knock down a high percentage of their free throws, they're invaluable. Whether they get to the line a lot or not, the fact is when they knock them down at a high percentage, they're helping their team.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Biyombo. Patterson comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's Joseph in for Terrence Ross. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Lowry kicks to Patterson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Toronto, Patrick Patterson.
First free throw is good. Allen's checked in for 2. And we finished one half of basketball.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup.
Talk about a terrific game for O'Neal. 15 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Harris in at the small forward position.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
They set the pick. Lowry kicks to Patterson. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Cans the shot from the wing. Lowry's got 13. Knicks trail by 13. Lynn with it. Lowry picks him up. Got that one up quick.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Six on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas can't get that one to fall.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute. Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Raptors leading by 9. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Lowry against Lynn. Lowry passes to Patterson. Here's Valanciunas, and it's sent back by Lopez. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. The feed to Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
O'Neal is screen on Lowry.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Lynn kicks to O'Neal. The tray. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Patterson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Here's O'Neal, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the Raptors making a change here. Hickson's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. Here is Lowry. 13 points in the game. Kicks to Ross. They set the pick. Pass to Joseph. The dish to Lowry. A three-pointer off the mark.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Lynn gets to O'Neal. Outside, Lynn. Back to O'Neal. Takes the 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Toronto leading by 7. Pass to Ross. Dishes it to Joseph. Lynn against Lowry. And Joseph kicks to Hickson. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that had the most blocks during the regular season. The Raptors 30.
You know, they've been dominant thanks to their length and strength and concentration on blocking shots. They knocked a few balls practically out of the arena this season and hope to do the same here in the postseason.
A different look for New York. Mahinmi comes in for Porzingis, and it's Williams in for Jeremy Lin. Williams passes to O'Neal. He feeds it to Allen. Out to the right wing. Mahinmi dishes to O'Neal. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Nicholson's checked in for the Raptors. Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Toronto leading by 7. Now here is Lowry. He's got 13. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. And the rejection by Mahinmi.
Move it! Move it!
Here's Williams. Over in the corner, Allen. Mahinmi kicks to Williams. As to O'Neal. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Lowry against Williams. Joseph with the ball. He kicks it to Nicholson. Foot on the baseline, Jay. Nicholson's got his second bucket of the game to go. 1:06 left to play in the third. They set the pick. Shoots from the elbow. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 5 points. That time the bucket coming from Williams.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Lowry against Williams. Fires from 14. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Lopez passes to Mahinmi. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Joseph. Joseph sets a screen for Lowry. There's the double team with Allen. Clock at 6. Joseph dishes to Nicholson. He sinks the 11-footer. Nicholson's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Inside and stolen by Biyombo. Lowry can't hit. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Knicks trail by 5. Okay, time now for an injury report. We'll get a chance now to check up on Carmelo Anthony's status. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, New York's head athletic trainer gave me an update. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. Hopefully, we'll still see him with his team this postseason. The team and us will be hoping for the best, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
And New York, looking at who they've got. O'Neal in at shooting guard. Porzingis is out there with Mahinmi. Then it's Jeremy Lin, and it's Afflalo in at the 3 spot.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Raptors leading by 7. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Here's Patterson. Misses the 3. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's O'Neal, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Knicks trail by 8. O'Neal a screen on Lowry. Lin the pass to O'Neal. But they'll get another chance. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Here's O'Neal.
They need to take it one possession at a time and not try to rush their three-point attempts here. If you have a good look at the 3, take it with confidence. But if not, run your offense and get a good shot.
Valanciunas dishes to Joseph. Back to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. O'Neal with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And the basket by Harris.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Mahinmi.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
That's good. 6 points now for Valanciunas.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Lynn against Lowry. Lynn's shot is off.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Passes to Porzingis. Back to Lynn. He dishes it to O'Neal. To the wing right side. Mahinmi passes to Porzingis. Lynn from long range. And again, New York with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Feeds it to O'Neal. Here's Porzingis. No good on the triple. Toronto leading by 6. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. And Valanciunas kicks to Harris. And a fast break now for the Knicks. 12 is running, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Really opportunistic basketball there. And when they desperately need it, timely opportunistic basketball.
And it really couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, they've got to take even more chances on defense now. Try to get some more of those steals to start the break.
A different look for New York. Robin Lopez is checked in for Mahinmi. And Tony Allen subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. 1:31 left in the fourth. They set the pick. Lowry dishes to Harris. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Harris has got 11 points here in just the second half. In the pass to O'Neal. To the inside. And the shot is good. The output lead has been cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Lopez.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lowry. Excellent D there from Allen.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Oh, fantastic quarter for him here in the fourth. I mean, efficiency personified here.
Lynn against Lowry. Stolen by O'Neal. And another fast break for New York. Knicks running.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
Okay, nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Outside Lowry. And there's the feed to Joseph. Second shot opportunity. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Freak.
Next foul.
Here's Lynn.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul.
And so the big win by Toronto.
Yes, guys, I'm here with
the 2K Sports postgame show.
So now we move on to our Jordan. Tobias Harris. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA play.
On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Word, that's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
A very big Game 5 is upon us here in round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Joining me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the New York Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, they were unable to grab one on the road in Game 4. But back on their home court, we'll see if what they need is a little home cooking. Been a hard-fought series to this point, but you know, with Game 5 on their home floor, they've got to take control. Shaq, let's get you to weigh in first.
If they lose tonight, they're facing the elimination on road in Game 6. Now, as the series progresses, Ernie, the margin for error has got to be smaller and smaller. They really need to concentrate, especially tonight.
Jet?
Well, I'm not a big fan of the phrase must win, but tonight,
this is what the playoffs are all about. It's 2-2, and we're in a crucial Game 5 of this first-round Eastern Conference match. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got Toronto and New York. Taking a look at New York with the series tied 2 games apiece, a chance here to retake the series lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
No secret here, guys, that in this situation, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series the vast majority of the time. So they want to take care of business here and avoid a do-or-die Game 6 in hostile territory.
I really don't like their chances if they can't win this game, but I don't see that happening, Greg. I mean, in an atmosphere like this with these fans behind them, I think they'll grab control of this series.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Ariada, Corey Joseph, and it's Harris in at the 3. And the shot is good.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Now, here is O'Neal. He's guarded closely. Back to Anthony. To the paint. And it's good once more. Nice make there from O'Neal.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Joseph with the ball. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to speak with Dwayne Casey for a moment. I asked him what he said to his guys in the locker room, and he said, I told them the only way we can lose is if we beat ourselves. There's no way that if we play our game, there will be any other result. Certainly a lot of confidence in that pep talk, gentlemen.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Anthony. The Raptors getting the bucket. Lets it go from 11. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And it's Harris off the drive. Outside Lowry. To the middle. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Here's Lynn. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Here's O'Neal. Lopez passes to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting from New York, Robin Lopez.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time, and he gets it to go. Porzingis has got his first points of the night.
A little breakdown there, letting him get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Valanciunas with a screen on Lynn. The drive by Lowry. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Well, this is a good chance to check out some of the regular season's league leaders. Let's look at this year's top free throw shooting two guards. Fourth, Freak.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
Now, O'Neal. Following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Lynn kicks to O'Neal. And stolen by Patterson. Harris dishes to Lowry. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Raptors trail by 3. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Mahinmi's checked in for New York. Williams comes in for Jeremy Lin. Biyombo is checked in for Toronto. Andrew Nicholson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And he gets it to go.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
Hey, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now, here's Biyombo. On the wing, Harris. Covered by Anthony. Taken away by Anthony. One-on-one fast break. Mahinmi kicks to Anthony. Pass to O'Neal. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And it's 6 points for Freak. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he makes the first. A different look for New York. Cole Aldrich is checked in for Porzingis. And Tony Allen subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And Toronto also making a switch. Ross is checked in. Lowry against Williams. Passes it to O'Neal. Kicks to Mahinmi. And stolen by Biyombo. Lowry against Williams. Outside Lowry. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Here's Allen. There's the pass to Williams. Feeds it to O'Neal. He kicks it to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Not enough on that one as it misses. Raptors trail by 5. And here's Lowry. This is to Ross. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Ross has got his first bucket of the night. For New York, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Outside Williams. There's the feed to Mahinmi. Here's O'Neal. Can't get it to go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They'd like to continue the success they had on Friday night here.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. I mean, normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can just kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots, but
ends up going to the new group. Raptors also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Patterson comes in for J.J. Hickson. And Harris subbed in for Corey Joseph. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Toronto trailing. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He finished with 31 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Harris misses. Knicks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The offensive rebound, Porzingis. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Outside Lowry. To the middle, taken away by Anthony. Right wing, here's O'Neal. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Ross against Anthony. There's a screen. The 11-footer. And again, Toronto no up. For New York, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. Here's O'Neal. Nice shot from the wing. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Harris a screen on Lynn. The drive by Lowry. Wide open look. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City answers.
Now looking back at the regular season now at the leaderboard of the highest scoring small forwards. These guys putting up the offense trying to get their teams to the playoffs. Third is Carmelo Anthony.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Up top, Lynn, while recovering. They set the screen. Here's O'Neal. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Allen's checked in for the Knicks. Williams comes in for Jeremy Lin. Rambo, he's checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for Terrence Ross. Williams against Lowry. High, arcing shot. The shot is off. Nice D from Williams.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need it.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that is
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
O'Neal in a 2-guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Lin against Lowry. Lin kicks to O'Neal. Back to Lin. Corner shot. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Lowry against Lin. Outside Lowry. For the lead. No good. Valanciunas with a screen on Lin. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's O'Neal. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. 20 points for Freak.
That one goes down, but offensively, it's 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
And it's Lowry penetrating. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Toronto. Will retain possession. Terrence Ross is checked in for Tobias Harris.
Terrence Ross.
Here's Joseph. He's got 6. Now the dish to Ross. 3-pointer. That's good. Ross has got 7 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
O'Neal passes to Lopez. Anthony with it, picked up by Joseph. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. Ross grabs the board.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas, and he hits it to tie the game up. Valanciunas has got his first basket of the night.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch. Just more of the same.
The Raptors making a switch here. Dixon's checked in. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lin gets a screen from O'Neal. Lin kicks to O'Neal. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
New York ball.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Stolen by Joseph. Lowry against Anthony. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Dixon a screen. Ross in the corner. 6 to shoot. Lowry inside the line. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
And the Knicks miss again. Toronto's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. New York trailing. Anthony dishes to Lin. Here's O'Neal. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Lin's got 3 assists in the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
And guys, I tell you, good swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Toronto. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Terrence Ross is out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Valanciunas passes to Joseph. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot up. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
A different look for New York. Lopez, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Porzingis comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Allen. In a wide-open look for Lin. But they get it back. Moves back up. O'Neal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And what a tremendous game for O'Neal. 25 points and 2 rejections.
It's all him today. He's got more points than the rest of the team combined.
You know, it's really hard to fathom that, to wrap your head around it. I mean, what an unbelievable offensive performance.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Ross kicks to Harris. Here's Valanciunas. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Drills the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Screen by Valanciunas. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. Lowry against Land. He dishes it to Lopez. And there's another one for the Knicks. Now, here's Lowry. To the middle. Here's Joseph. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And 12 points for Joseph.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Lowry kicks to Patterson. An easy layup after coming off the pit.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
O'Neal is screen on Lowry. Here's Porzingis, and the layup's good off the glass.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Lowry against Land. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Valanciunas.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Lynn dishes to O'Neal. And that one is hammered home.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Raptors trail by 7. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. O'Neal against Lowry. And Joseph kicks to Lowry. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, they're trailing here, but you got to admire how hard they're playing. I mean, that kind of effort is a winning effort. They're working the ball inside and trying to do what they can to get back in. Take a look at what Kyle Lowry's been doing. He has 12 points and 7 assists. Passing and free throws, those are two areas where you love to get production.
And I like the fact that he's been a positive player all day. Hasn't had a lot of errors in the game. And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the boards. They've got to keep it up. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew up.
Anthony, the pass to O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Count the bucket. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Nothing new there to see Anthony knock down one of those beauties.
Next fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Let's experience Knicks basketball and get loud.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Can't hit. Good D by Lopez.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Anthony kicks to O'Neal.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? How with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Joseph. Here's Valanciunas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 5.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Then the pass to Anthony. Down low. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Harris dishes to Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. Joseph, that's good.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Lynn kicks to Lopez. Nice Steve from Valanciunas.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Joseph. It's hauled in by Porzingis. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
Now, O'Neal. To the left side wing. Pass to Lynn. Pocket 6. Now, here is O'Neal. He's tightly guarded. It's in!
And really, I like the fact that even with the... they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent.
Okay, guys, we are up, but the game is far from over.
You do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
Lowry kicks to Joseph. Here's Patterson. Connects from downtown.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making. No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Pass Pass to Joseph. Here's Harris. Off target. So a close game sees New York take this one. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
Without his leadership and his spectacular play tonight, they wouldn't be holding the lead in this series. The bottom line is they are now in the driver's seat, looking very good and going forward, like me and my convertible.
He was the star of the show for them on the offensive end. Over half of their points came through him. I think he was the number 1 option, the number 2 option, number 3 option, and then when the coach called timeout, he was still the option.
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round.